Roads infrastructure is one critical index of development that shapes the face of any economy worldwide. This is because good roads network is a basic ingredient that lays the foundation for faster economic growth. For instance, it eases the movement of commuters, provides access to employment, helps to curb poverty, and consequently aids reduction in income inequality.
Good road is one of the most important factors you consider if you want to talk about development. With the good road that you can access most of the communities.
Good roads cut travel time between trading partners and thus reduces the cost of goods and services, links producers to markets, which has a direct effect on the cost of goods and services. In fact, roads to prosperity are catalysts for regional, social, and cultural integration.
Road network, just like the nervous system in a body, it connects everything. Put away road network, no development in a place. We want to encourage that any road that is being developed should be maintained. Farmers will go, bring their goods to the place. Even the mechanics, if you don't use good road, the vehicle will not last. It is just the hallmark of the economic development of any state.
The deplorable condition of roads in Nigeria and the inadequate numbers of motorable ones is quite worrisome. This has been made worse by inadequate funding, bad politics, sectional interests, and general insincerity on the part of those saddled with the responsibility of managing the process of roads construction and maintenance in the country.
Those years of negligence on road development in Nigeria has made a lot of roads become deplorable, to the extent that from years back, the accumulation of many roads that are now crying for help, some that required maintenance, were ignored from one administration to the other. Those years of neglect now amounted to government having so much challenges dealing with the road problem.
Meanwhile, the shortfall in number of roads and their bad conditions has not in any way diminished the number of cars and commuters plying the roads or cargo haulage, which in most cases far exceed the tonnage specificity of the roads across the country. This has inadvertently exerted more pressure on the little motorable ones, thus causing a faster collapse. This has led to louder calls from many quarters for better funding of roads infrastructure as well as closer supervision for durability.
Government should learn how to engage competent contractors in building infrastructures across boards. We should leave politics aside. When we want to give out critical infrastructures to contractors, we should look out for those contractors that can deliver. Because government is just 4 years or at most 8 years. But the governor or the president, as the case may be, will have a place to write his name in the sand of time.
The clear understanding that good roads connectivity can make crucial contributions and interventions to growing the economy, no doubt, accounts for the many reasons the Delta State Governor, Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi-Okowa, in the past 5 years invested huge state resources to build and/or rehabilitate over 455 roads and counting. This is without prejudice to the many new roads contracts that have recently been awarded and are under construction at the moment across the state.
A lot of roads have been constructed in various rural areas in Okorenkoko, Puraza, Gulaha. These are oil-producing communities. In places like Burutu, Gidigbe, we are doing road construction. These are things they never saw before. As of today, 3 of our bridges are under construction strong. The bridge across Ase River in Kwale, between Kwale and Ndokwa East. The Ayakromo Bridge, and then the Owo Bridge is completed now. So we're taking things by the strides because of the funding level. We don't want to keep contractors owed and create difficulty for them. But our contractors on site, and they are doing quite a lot.
Following these developments, Smart Delta Media, alongside the Commissioner for Works, James Ogoye, decided to track further roads development in the state. Our quest took us to Ughelli North Local Government for the inspection of the 3-kilometer Agbaro Urere Otokotu Road and Bridge.
For 1 year, Worksin could not mobilize to site. His Excellency, the Governor, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, now decided to bring in this company that mobilized immediately to site, and as you can see, the work is almost completed. I must commend the contractor for the high quality of work. The bridge, as you can see, is one of the good bridges that have been constructed by this administration.
The project is 75% completed. From the chainage 0 to the bridge, which is 1 kilometer, we have asphalted the binder course to the tune of 750 meters, and the work is still going on. We are trying to ensure that this project is delivered as soon as possible.
Warri, located in the coastal South Senatorial District, is the commercial nerve center of the oil-rich Delta State. This prime economic position of Warri has further propelled the Governor Ifeanyi Okowa-led administration to invest massively in the construction of roads in this ancient town with a touch of modernity. The Commissioner for Works also inspected the ongoing construction of Access Road to New Tankers Park, Access Road to Warri Refinery and the depot, Dafiagbo Road as well as Ogodogun Street off Udu Road.
One is discharging here. Why are the other at the point?
The duration of the project is a year and 6 months, and so far so good. We have spent about 4 to 5 months here. We have been working day and night to see how we can achieve the smart agenda of Our Excellency, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa.
We are in partnership with Delta State Government to build a modern tankers park that has a capacity of 1,600 tankers. And there's some other amenities that will be inside the park. The government now felt the need for the road that will lead to the tankers park to be constructed so that it can give an easy access, inside the new tankers park.
We emphasize on quality finishing and construction. And if you look at the quality of the road, to me, second to none. Look at the drains, look at everything. At this time, so commend the governor, and we deliver on time. I'm here, every week, every other week, in ensuring that this is, in spite of the pandemic, this road is delivered.
This road will give us more joy.
For the residents of these areas, these landmark projects in the road sector represent a brighter future for their businesses and a rewarding value for their properties.
This road will give us more joy. I have stayed here for 45 years. We've been suffering about this road. But I thank God now that we have somebody, a government that giving us a concern about the road, and we welcome the development.
Of a truth now, that the one to reality, but this with me, it's with all of us.
We thank God for it now. I'm one of the landlord here. So I appreciate what Okowa is doing.
The development is very, very nice. At least the government they try for the road, because the road not be so heavy before. When I first come here, when I study here, the road water they gather here. But with the help of this, our new government, everything they go well.
Also, the ongoing construction of dual carriage of the Efron-Saple Road has made motoring along this corridor a pleasant experience.
It has been hectic as at that time when the road was bad. So to cross over is a real problem. We find out that some other keke riders, they beat one way, the other side, and it normally causes hold up there. But since they've done this place now, the movement is free.
They help me, maybe small. Reason being that hold up used to hold us for more than an hour. But now you can carry passenger go free. It makes me to my business to move the way I want.
It was extremely bad and causing a lot of go-slow. So we are happy that it has been repaired. We can say it is perfectly okay. So we appreciate the effort of the government.
The road was bad, and after fixing, the thing is giving us easy parks now, and it's helping us to go freely. At least it's helping us in our daily business.
Smart Delta. Come live in Delta. Come invest in Delta.
Come explore the potentials of our state. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see a job and work creation in Delta, make the youth say them higher. Okowa. I see good roads everywhere in Delta, make the people say them cola.
Good roads infrastructure plays critical roles in the overall well-being of the people. A good example of Senator Okowa's determination to change the face of the coastal communities, thereby giving them a new lease of life, can better be appreciated on a visit to Trans-Warri Ode-Shekiri. On this serene coastal community, the Okowa-led administration has built 25.8 kilometers and bridges linking about 8 communities.
Inside Ode-Shekiri, 90 to 95% is completely done, drains and all the roads. The concentration will be, as we said, on the main alignment. As you see, the road is motorable till Bridge 20, and hopefully, as we are moving gradually, all the road will be motorable to reach Ode-Shekiri.
Okowa is working. You can see for yourself. Anytime I'm on site, I'm always very, very happy. And since he came on board, he has done within his best to reduce the debt profile from about 9 billion to 3 billion. And you can see the contractor, if not for COVID-19, by 2021, all things remaining equal, we will get to Ode-Shekiri.
This project it affected the life of the community a lot. I believe by the completion of Ifekuru to Big Warri, Ode-Shekiri, a lot will happen again. So that's what we are praying for. We want to use this tool to thank the government, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, for the great work he has been doing in this road.
The good reports of well-paved roads also resonates in Ughelli South, as most of the communities are also witnessing developments in their road sector too. A good example is the Ayakromo Bridge linking Burutu and Ughelli South local government, which Governor Okowa has made a priority project.
We really appreciate the governor.
Mayor Kromo Moses, chairman of Ayakromo community and other indigents of the town, thanked the governor for the project.
When you talk about bridge is life, road is life. So if this job is completed, life will be meaningful. At least it can link us to other communities as well. We really appreciate the governor for what he has been doing and what he is about to do.
This is a river demarcating Ayakromo and the other part of the other state. So if the project is completed, then it has linked the Ayakromo and the other part of the other state. And so, we are fishermen who will have access to, pass our goods, products, fishes to the other part of the country. So it will boost the economic life of the people.
If this bridge get to the other side, the other communities around here, Bomondi, Burutu, Ughelli, all will be connected. And it will have economic importance to the states.
The same zeal with which Governor Ifeanyi Okowa is working to develop roads is replicated in the 3-kilometer road with reinstatement of collapsed bridge in Odwara Road in Ughelli North local government area.
This bridge is a very important bridge to this street because it links this street to the other side. We have to thank Okowa for what he have done.
What the bridge do before, we suffer for it. Before we go reach here, we go do our machine first before we fit pass on. But now when they do and so, we fit they drive, they pass on. They carry 3 people, they pass ourselves, no shaking. We thank Okowa well for a good job what he do for us. May God bless it.
This place cut it to two. You can also cut access this way or the other side. And the major part of the town is on this side. So for the coronavirus, which we have rounded up by now, the people here, they are happy. Governor Okowa is a God-sent man. He have no bone in his brain. His full head is brains and is using it well.
It is also worthy to mention that old and existing roads are being expanded in a continuous drive for roads development in the state. The drive is holistic as governments do not discriminate between federal or state roads. A ready example is the ongoing expansion and construction of the dual-carriage Asaba-Ughelli motorway. This is a road that crisscrosses Delta's 3 senatorial districts from Asaba, the state capital, through Kwale in the north, Ozoro Ole in the south, and all the way to Ughelli in central senatorial district.
Proud to this time. This road, mostly in rainy season, it was an eyesore, practically impassable. Cars have to be going through the town, going into different channels to make sure they get through this place. The Okowa government has done excellently well in providing this road.
The flair here right now is we're in a big city itself. The jobs that are being done on the road, in fact, beyond here, it's wonderful. It is worthy of praise to the government.
Happy, again, not good before. Thank you, Okowa. It's good now.
Before now, the road wasn't passable, but now you can pass through comfortably. Okowa knows what is good for his people.
Okowa,
now we not go say what it for poto in all day. The road don't dey tight for us. So Okowa dey try well for the handwork. We appreciate the Okowa handwork. May God prosper Okowa for us.
Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa is never one to take chances when it comes to quality of jobs executed in the state. So, in line with the philosophy, he constantly goes for site inspection to ensure strict adherence to job specifications and value for money.
We collect the water from down to here, and if you see here, you can see the flow of the water, how much this one is disturbing us. All this water is coming from all the...
Despite the rains, I first visited the Alihami Abontaoki Road. So a surprise visit. The contractor himself in the person, he wasn't on site, but the workers were on site. At least I was able to see firsthand the level of work being done.
Several milestones have been recorded on account of several roads constructed and rehabilitated within the Capital Territory, Asaba.
Road development within the Capital Territory, Asaba, and the Delta State at large, we've done so much. For the past 5 years, His Excellency Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa, the Governor of Delta State, have deliberately ensured that all the 25 local governments are captured as regards road construction, rehabilitation, and reconstruction.
We are proud of him in the sense that he keeps to his promise. And today, if you look at Delta State, you can see that everywhere the road and infrastructure is going on. So we appreciate him.
It is also pertinent to note that the good roads network within Delta is also contributing to the overall GDP of the state. This is an account of the aesthetics value the roads bring, which eases up traffic, making the state attractive to investors while contributing to the expansion of older businesses.
Delta State is an agrarian state. Our people are farmers. For them to be able to bring their produce out of the farms and to the markets, if you don't have good roads, then it's going to affect their ability to do that. More importantly, the economic benefit that it brings, not just to the people, but also to the state.
We needed a clean environment, a stronger environment that will attract investors. And if we are going to do that, road becomes a factor to be considered very seriously. Aside from attracting investors, now for aesthetic value too, we also need to have a facelift of the environment. From what we see around the state, you discover that the state government has committed huge resources into the building of roads everywhere.
Smart Delta.
Through the Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency, led by the Right Honorable Mrs. Onyemechi Mrakpo, the capital city is constantly being cleaned up and beautified, with almost all the makeshift structures that had defaced it removed, private and public buildings cleaned up and painted, and residents now have the culture of safeguarding the environment.
The governor is, as he's called, the road master. If he's tying all the roads, and the roads are littered with illegal structures, and the roads are littered with debts from hawkers and all that, you would not achieve anything. Even the tarred roads will not be appreciated. So in line with what he's doing, environment is also very key. People will not be attracted to come to you if you are occupying a dirty environment. But what of course, even the investors who are looking for will be attracted to come to that environment.
Smart Delta.
This is reaching you from Ministry of Information.
Carpenter, now here you go pull wood near road here.
Oga Monday, now wait till you want build for here.
Oh, I want build shop along road here for my wife. Wooden shop or this basha shop.
You know, see, illegal structures no go make sense now. As the government, they make Delta State more beautiful and develop. You see, all of us need put heads together to build Delta State so that it go fine past the way it already fine and develop past the way it don't develop. Oga, I see reason for waiting you talk. You know the Okowa-led administration, they develop Delta State well. Okowa government reconstruct colleges for Delta State. Governor Okowa, they build very big market for Asaba. Okowa government don't do infrastructures and instead they do more for different parts of Delta State. Okowa government don't do road.
Hey, not just talk road though. Nobody do road reach Okowa for the world.
So you see, all of us need put heads together to make Delta State indeed more beautiful and developed. And not forget, when it is beautiful and well developed, it go attract foreign investors. Both local and international. Okowa government, prosperity for all.
My friend, will you carry this wood to come over here?
Let's all join, complement the effort of the government. Keep Delta State clean and beautiful.
Recently, a meeting was held with artisans, mechanics, and auto parts sellers to enlighten them about the completion of the ultra-modern Asaba Mechanic Village, which has over 900 shops, workshops, car wash, and other facilities. This is a commitment towards ensuring better and more organized city.
We are happy, we appreciate the governor for giving us opportunity to meet with the government agency today to discuss issues bordering on artisans in the state. This sensitization is very good. We appreciate them for giving our member more enlightenment because it's Operation Move to Mechanic Village and Operation Asaba must be clean. That is a very good one.
This meeting has been able to make us understand that the government really cares for us. 900 shops was given to motor spare parts and at the end and these shops are subsidized for we.
The beauty of this shopping complex is that we have space. Buyers can come in and go out easily. Sellers can equally bring in their wares. So it is worth it. And it is very developmental. People that are selling along the streets that are causing traffic could be moved to here so that man hours could not be wasted when people are going to work.
Roads play a very important role in the transportation of goods and passengers for short and medium distances. The drivers at Delta Line Transport lend their voices to the good report. They attest to the fact that the rehabilitation of the roads has eased the burden of transportation.
Unlike before, like the Warri, Ughelli, Asaba, Aziz, we used to spend so many hours on the road because of the bad road. But now the roads are well tarred, nylon tarred. In less than 2 hours, we are in Warri now with a good road. And our vehicles, we are not repairing vehicles like before again because the roads are wonderful now. If I have my way, I would not even want to go out to live there because now, if we are driving, even as a driver, our life is secure.
We thank God for what the governor do for this Delta road, and the road is very okay because road is very important to every one of us, not only driver. With people where they travel, the road is good for us. You can see our terminal now. It's not like this that it be before, but now they have repaired it, innovate everywhere. Everywhere is okay. So we thank him.
The essence of good road cannot be overemphasized because number one, with good road, people are moved easily without accidents or troubles on the road. And it's no doubt or it's not in news that our governor has been doing very well. Like they fondly call him the road master. The roads have been very good. Our drivers are really happy that the roads are good and guests and passengers are very happy that the road is really good this period.
Deltans say without any fear of contradiction that one of the success stories of the administration lies in the road sector. The vision of prosperity for all Deltans continues to resonate with the good people of Delta State as they march forward, looking into the future with greater optimism of a stronger Delta.
The feedback segment. Question of the day.
I want to direct a question to the state government. We know that a lot of things has happened. This COVID-19 have affected fund and projects. How the state government can able to complete all this series of projects in this stage of COVID-19?
Thank you, Emmanuel Obido, for that question. Although the pandemic situation has reduced certain activities, but it has not stopped the ongoing road construction. It has not stopped the project actually. The road construction is still ongoing. The stormwater project is still ongoing. Even in this rain season, all the projects awarded by the grace of God will be achieved to completion. I really want to commend the effort of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa for all that he's doing.
It's important to get informed about what is going on in this state. If you're going to pass suggestions to us as government, your suggestions will be welcome. To know more about the Smart Delta team, follow Smart Delta on their various links.
Text your questions to 09016652274 or send with the hashtag #AskIt to all our social media platforms.
You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta, make the youth say them higher. Okowa. I see good roads everywhere in Delta, make the people say them cola. Everywhere, come live in Delta. Say me I say, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.